Hello and welcome friends. Welcome back to Swan Studies. My name is Swan. So today we are going to learn diversity in our society. Part 2. So shall we start our video? Yes. So in last video we stopped up to here. Now we are starting how does diversity come about? At all times in history people went in search of new lands and settled in new places. Sometimes they went for trading, some other times they left their homes due to floods, droughts, epidemic wars, and conflicts, etc. They brought their new languages, regions, and cultures to the new place and tried to follow them in the new places. Also, gradually, they mixed up with the people of those areas, adopted many of their things, and also taught many of their own things to them. In the following section, we will see how the life of the people in different places evolves with diversity. Thar Desert. Thar Desert is situated on the boundary of India and Pakistan. A large part is it in the Marwa region of Rajasthan state. This place receives very little rain and there are no large rivers flowing. As a result, very few trees grow here. A very few crops can be grown. Only grass grow here. People here mainly depend upon grazing sheep, goat and camel. They take great care to store rainwater for animals, human beings and agriculture. The shepherds usually travel across many states: Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat with their herds as usual and usually come back before the rainy season to Thar. They may make a living by selling goats and wool of the sheep. Many traders travel to and from Iran and Afghanistan pass through this desert. They stop over at convenient place to rest over a period of time. These places have grown into important towns and cities like Jaisalmer, Bikaner and Jodhpur. Many pilgrims go to Dharwa in Gujarat or the Mecca Medina in Arabia or the Ajmer and Pushkar Lake would pass through this area along with the traders. Thus over centuries people of many religions like Bohra Muslims, Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslims, Jains, Shravas, Vaishnavas and Sikhs settled down in these towns and cities. Similarly, many Marwis traders from these parts went all over India and settled in several places. Some 50 years ago, a large canal was built from the river in Punjab to bring water to the north part of the Thar Desert. Many new and prosperous villages came up along the canals. Many people from Punjab and Haryana came and settled down in these new villages. Earlier, people mainly ate rotis made of bajra with green grams of black grams and ate vegetables that grew on some trees, sangri and thorny bushes. These were dried and eaten through the year. Today, however, you can get all kinds of food from idli sambar to pizza and ice creams. The cattle of this region give very good milk and the Marwari traders who went to Bengal learned to make delicious sweets from there, especially in Bikaner, which is very famous for the both its sweets and savories. All the people who came to Thar bought new craft, new styles of dressing and new kinds of food. Today, thousands of tourists from all over the world come to enjoy the diversity of Thar. Now next is Sikkim. Sikkim is a small situated Sikkim is a small state situated in the eastern part of Himalayan mountains. Kanchenjunga, of one of the highest peaks of the Himalaya, is in Sikkim. In this region, there are valleys, mountains, lakes with snow and thick forests. It remains cool throughout the year and the place is covered with snow in winter. It also rains heavily in monsoon and many rivers flow through the valleys. People grow crops like maize, paddy, wheat, cardamom, ginger, etc. on steppe trails cut off on hill slopes. They also have tea and oranges gardens. People also rear sheep and an animal called yak, which gives meat, fur, and milk. Sikkim is situated the boundary between India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet, China. This is why the people from all these areas have settled down here. Some are Nepalis, some are Tibetans and Bhutanese, and as many as 11 languages are spoken by the people of Sikkim. They have a close relationship with Tibetan lamas who brought Buddhism to this area. They also established many beautiful monasteries in Sikkim. Sikkim was an independent country till 1975, ruled by the kings of Choggals. That year, Sikkim became a part of India and a democratic government was established. Both Thar and Sikkim are in India. Thar is in the desert region where Sikkim is in the Himalayan. The influence of diverse culture is not merely a thing of the past. Our present lives are about moving from place to place for work. With each move, our culture, tradition, and way of life slowly become part of the new place we are in. Similarly, in our neighborhood, we live among people from several different communities. Our daily life are about the ways in which we do things together, and customs and tradition become part of our life process. Unity in diversity. How is it that people so diverse how come together to from one country? This unity of Indian people was formed through our common struggles against the British colonial government. This struggle is also called the national movement. When Britishers ruled in India, women and men from different cultures, religions, and regional backgrounds come together to oppose them. Don't forget the days of blood, oh friend. In the midst of your happiness, remember to shed a tear for us. The hunter has thrown away our single flower. Do plants a flower in the desert garden, dear friend. Having fallen to bullets, we slept in Jallianwala Bagh. Do light a lamp of this lonely grave, O friend. The blood of Hindus and Muslims flow together today. Do soak your robe in this river blood, dear friend. Some rot in jail while other lies in their graves. Do shed a fear tears from them, O friend. Indian People's Theatre Association IPTA. The song was sung after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar, in which a British general opened fire on a large group of unnamed peaceful people, killing many and wounding every more. Men and women, Hindu, Sikh, and Muslim, rich and poor, had gathered to protest against the massacres of the British. This song was composed and sung to honor the memory of those brave people. Song and symbol that emerged during the freedom struggle serve as a constant reminder of our country's rich tradition of respect for diversity. Do you know the story of the Indian flag? It was used as the symbol of protest against the British by people everywhere. In his book The Discovery of India, Jawaharlal Nehru says that India unity is not something imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper, and within its flowed the widest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced, and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. It was Jawaharlal Nehru who coined the perhaps unity in diversity to describe the country. So that is for today, guys. So today we completed unity in diversity lesson. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram also. Thank you. Goodbye.